should resign. To further clarify, you should also know that NBC News reached out to the congressman's office following that statement, specifically asking again and drilling down on the question of whether or not Mr. McCarthy said he would push President Trump to resign. His spokesman responded saying, quote, "No, he did not." Leader McCarthy also issued a statement himself today saying in part, quote, "The New York Times reporting on me is totally false and wrong." The problem with these denials from Mr. McCarthy and his office is that we have now obtained audio of that January 10th phone call that Leader McCarthy held with other top Republicans, in which he in fact said he's going to call Trump and tell him that he must resign. The authors of this new book, Jonathan Martin and Alexander Burns from the New York Times, they have shared that audio of this call with us so that we can share it with you tonight, so that you can know that when Kevin McCarthy denies that this happened, he is not telling the truth. Here it is.
Liz, you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Kevin. I guess there's a question when we were talking about the 25th Amendment resolution.
Yeah.
And you asked if what happens if it gets there after he's gone. Is there any chance? Are you hearing that he might resign? Is there any reason to think that might happen?
I've had a few discussions. My gut tells me no. I'm seriously thinking of having that conversation with him tonight. I haven't talked to him in a couple days. From what I know of him, I mean, you guys all know him too. Do you think he'd ever back away? But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call him. This is what I think. No one will pass the House. I think there's a chance he'll pass the Senate even when he's gone. And I think there's a lot of different ramifications from that. Now, I haven't had a discussion with the Dems that if he did resign, would it not happen? Now, this is one personal fear I have. I do not want to get into any conversation about Pence parting, anything like that. I mean, the only discussion I would have with him is that I think this will pass, and it would be my recommendation you should resign. I mean, that would be my take, but I don't think he will take it, but I don't know.
The discussion I would have with him is that I think this will pass, meaning the impeachment resolution will pass, and it would be my recommendation that you should resign. I mean, that would be my take. It would be my recommendation, Mr. President, that you should resign. That's what Kevin McCarthy told other House Republicans on January 10th, 2011, that he was going to call President Trump and tell him the impeachment was going to pass and he needed to resign. Mr. McCarthy flat out and categorically denied that today. He denied that he said he would tell Trump to resign. He in fact said exactly that. Joining us